Today we're making bobbleheads, and I just setting this up, I just broke this off. So anything, any arms or anything sticking out, make sure they're securely attached and make sure they're not super thin. Okay, so the bobblehead, as you can see, here's my bobblehead. It's not fired yet. It can kind of turn around, the head's kind of moving. We're going to focus on the top part, the pinch pot today. If we get to the bottom, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. We'll finish it next week. By the end of today, you should at least have the pinch pot done. So we're doing a pinch pot. We're turning it upside down and turning it into a face. It does not have to be this. It can be any animal, any person, any character, as long as it's appropriate for school. So you have your clay, and this is your clay you get. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So divide it in about half, maybe leave a little bit more for the body. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to roll it into a sphere. This should not take long. It's not a perfect sphere. It does not have to be perfect. Then you take your thumb. I'm going to push my thumb down. I'm going to squeeze and turn, squeeze and turn, squeeze and turn, and I do that going all the way around. Now this is where you can get your drawing out from last week and look at your drawing to see what kind of bobblehead you would want to make. You can smooth it out. Remember, with your slip, you take one finger in. You do not make a big sloppy mess or you are done with your clay. And even with one finger, you shouldn't just be slopping it on. It's just one finger to help you smooth it out. Remember, you have texture tools. So texture, you can make, if you want to try and make it look like fur or hair, you can scrape it. You can put one hand on the inside and stamp on the outside. Also, just to review, if you want to attach something, like say you want to attach an ear or something, take a little piece of clay and you have to score, slip, and stick so it stays on. Score, one finger, slip, and stick to make sure it's on securely. If you finish that, then you're going to go to the next part. The next part is you're going to make the base. I'm going to show you how to make the base making a cone. This is basically a squished up cone. I know it doesn't look like a cone, but start out like one. You're just going to take your hands and we're not beating the clay, we're not pounding the clay, or I take it away. This is how we use the clay. We just flatten it with our hands very gently, very softly. There is no pounding. There does not need to be pounding. It does not need to be smooth because we're going to have a textured surface. And actually, if you pound it, it makes it harder to work with. Now take it, so there's the bottom, and I'm going to cut the shape of a half circle, about a half circle. You would remember doing these before when we made cones. I pull the ends together. I don't need to score, slip, and stick this because I'm really kind of pinching it together as I go, and I have my base. Now you can add your arms, you can add legs. If you want to make some legs here, some feet, you're going to make, I don't know what those are, toes of some sort. You can add legs. It should be hollow on the inside. We don't take big thick pieces of clay. It takes too long for it to dry and it could fall apart in the kiln. Again, you can take your finger and smooth it out. You can take